to look at outcomes before we decide on anything in our business. I'm Keisha Sando, the founder of Authentic Profitable Practice, where we help therapists like you start from the ground up to build a successful and profitable practice. Yes, we are continuing on in our series of elevation, and today we're going to focus on the letter O. And the word that I have for you guys today is outcomes. Yes, we have to look at every single outcome that we are looking forward to in our business before we make any decision. So I have a couple of notes I'm going to be following through today. And so the first thing is that you want to make sure that you're looking at your pros and your cons. This is such a like a basic concept, but we need to be looking at our pros and cons of every decision that you feel like you need to make in your business, be it hiring someone to do like your branding, hiring someone to provide administrative services, hiring someone to do some field work for you, whatever it is, make sure you're looking at the pros and cons of that in every aspect of what you're doing. Okay. Now, the other part of it is that every decision that we make is actually not going to just impact us as an owner or as an entrepreneur, but it's going to impact the people that we serve. And so we have to really be careful about everything that we're doing in our business and make sure you're not just making like random decisions just because it feels good, but always be thinking about, if I make this decision right now, how is that going to affect me as well as my clients, me as well as my business a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now? Always thinking about the outcome. So I have a couple of things that I want you guys to think about when it comes down to outcomes. Number one, your business name. What type of name do you want to come up with that's going to represent you? Because a lot of times I've heard so many times people come to me and say, I love your name. I actually reached out to you because I love your name. The name, and not my personal name, but the name of my business. The name of my business is Peacefield Mental Health Counseling Services. So the name of itself basically indicates that you are bringing about peace and you're being filled with peace as you're receiving the services. So think about that in terms of your outcome, because a lot of people come up with just arbitrary names, or they just come up with names not really thinking about it, but your name can actually be like a marketing tool for yourself. Okay. Think about your outcomes in terms of specialty. Now, there's so many times, especially on people's websites, you see so many different things like, oh, I specialize in this and I specialize in that. You're not specializing in 100 different things. You are going to be specializing in probably just one or maybe a couple of things, but really be careful and thoughtful about what you say is your specialty, because what you say is your specialty, that can make or break who comes in. But then at the same time, you also want to make sure that if you say that you specialize in this thing, that you actually have the training, you have the certifications and the things that you need in order to be able to effectively help the client that you're looking to help. Now, let's say, for example, you want to work or specialize in a particular area, but you don't have all the skills necessary at this point. That is perfectly fine. Then do your research, find a good program, and get the training, get certified in that particular area. So then you can then actually say you specialize in that thing, have the confidence to be able to carry out the treatment that you need that is best for your client. Okay. Also be thinking about outcomes as it comes down to your networking style. When I say your networking style, I mean, are you calling people up? Are you using just your business cards? Do you meet with someone and then you don't follow up? What type of networking style do you have? Are you in your practice now and then you don't wait to connect with others until maybe you start to notice that your clientele is starting to go low? That is not a great networking style, nor is it a great networking plan for you either. So start to really think about that in terms of outcomes. Again, making every decision that we make, it has to have the desired outcome. Now, if you're making a decision now that does not line up with where you're trying to go in your business, and you may not want to make that decision, or you might want to get some guidance around that as well. Okay. Also be looking at your rates. Think about the outcomes that you have in terms of your rates. Now, sometimes your rates can actually attract certain people. Okay, so if you have a higher rate, you might be trying to attract a certain population of people. The same as if you have a lower rate, stereotypically, you might be attracting a certain type of people with that as well. Also, looking at your rates in terms of just personally. Now, if you have a certain rate now, again, looking at outcomes, if you have a certain financial goal personally, are your current therapy rates right now going to help you to meet that personal goal that you have as an outcome for you? Be it a year from now, again, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But looking at every decision that you make right now should actually help you in your desired outcomes. Okay, so we've been talking about elevating your therapy practice, and today I want you to really just think about, what is it that I desire? What outcomes am I actually looking into? Whatever area of your practice that you're focusing on right now, ask yourself, what is my desired outcome? Am I doing what I need right now to get to that desired outcome? And if not, what do I need to do? And when can I get started? All right. So I want you to let me know your response on this information. What are the desired outcomes that you are looking for in your practice? Okay. Now, I love to hear from you guys, to provide some feedback. Definitely don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you know some information, if you know some people that want this information, then I want you to share it over as well. There's more people out here that are looking for the same type of content that you're looking for, and we can do our best in sharing this information out. So you guys take care, and remember always to live and work authentically. Take care. Bye-bye.